Hello, good morning, afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my channel. In a world addicted to attention, the loudest people often get the spotlight, even when they've done nothing to earn it. They talk, they post, they announce every small step as if it were the destination. But here's the truth: success isn't about who talks the most. It's about who works the hardest when no one's watching. You see, the people who truly win in life? They don't need to say a word, because their actions speak louder than any caption, any quote, any brag. They are quietly building something unstoppable. And when it's ready, when it's time, it doesn't just impress. It shocks. This is not about hiding. It's about locking in. It's about doing the work so fiercely, so consistently, and so relentlessly that when the results finally show up, the world doesn't see them coming. This is Work Hard in Silence 2.0, and it's for the few who are ready to move different. When you truly want to achieve something extraordinary, you don't have time to explain it to everyone. The deeper your purpose, the quieter your process becomes. It's not because you're secretive. It's because you've realized something powerful. The more you talk, the less you do. Success isn't about announcing what you're going to do. It's about showing what you did. The grind doesn't need an audience. The mission doesn't need approval. In fact, real progress happens when you stop looking for attention and start locking in on execution. There is power in privacy. When your moves aren't broadcasted, there's no one to distract you, judge you, or interfere. And when you keep your energy focused on the work instead of explaining or defending it, that's when you enter a zone most people never reach. You start to experience progress faster. You feel stronger, more in control. You're not swayed by other people's opinions because you've removed them from your path. Your silence is no longer emptiness. It becomes your shield. It protects your goals, your peace, and your momentum. There's also something special about becoming obsessed with the process, not the praise. When you fall in love with doing the work, not being seen doing it, you become unstoppable. That's because praise can be addicting. It can distract you. You start performing for applause instead of performing for results. But when you get your validation from discipline, consistency, and growth, you no longer need outside approval. You do it for you. You show up even when nobody is clapping because you've built a fire inside that doesn't depend on attention to burn. As you continue to work in silence, something amazing starts to happen. You separate yourself. While the rest of the world is distracted, making noise, wasting time, or flexing halfway achievements, you're building something real. You're becoming dangerous in the best way. Quietly improving, quietly leveling up, quietly preparing to explode into your moment. And when that moment comes, and when your success finally hits, and it won't just turn heads, it will shut mouths. Because the same people who doubted you, forgot about you, maybe even laughed at you, they won't be able to process the level you've reached. But that journey isn't easy. There will be days when it feels like no one sees your effort. No one notices your struggle. No one appreciates the sacrifices you're making. That's when most people quit, because they want instant recognition. But you have to want it enough to keep going in complete silence. You have to be strong, enough to grind without applause, to fail without sympathy, to rise without fanfare, because the payoff doesn't come in likes or attention. It comes in freedom, in achievement, in walking into a room and knowing you earned your spot. Eventually, your silence turns into surprise. You'll go from being underestimated to being undeniable. You won't have to prove yourself. You'll be the proof. The time you spent grinding instead of talking, that's what builds mastery. The hours of practice nobody saw, that's what creates excellence. And when your time comes, your results will be so loud, so undeniable, that no one will care how long it took. They'll just wonder how they missed it. And the answer will be simple. You were too focused to be seen. But here's something people forget. Success is not just about rising quietly. It's about staying grounded once you get there. Because when you finally shock them with your success, there will be a new temptation to get loud, to show off, to finally say, "I told you so." But the greatest flex isn't arrogance, it's humility. The ones who truly win don't need to scream. Their presence speaks for itself. Their success inspires and not intimidates. And when you choose humility after success, you become not just respected, but remembered. That's the final transformation. You go from someone they ignored to someone they admire, from being written off to being written about. So let them sleep on you. Let them laugh, doubt, and scroll past you. Let them think you're doing nothing while you're building everything. You don't need to respond to their opinions. You don't need to defend your path. You don't need to explain your grind. Because one day, without warning, they'll look up. And you'll be there, standing on top of what they said was impossible. Your silence won't be quiet anymore. It'll echo through your results. Work hard in silence. Shock them with your success. And let the noise come from the results, not your voice. They'll never see you coming, but they'll never forget you when you arrive.